Awesome. So we're getting close to our time limit, so maybe we're going to cut down to 45 seconds a question. We'll try to squeeze in a few more, and then we'll get some questions from the floor in a few minutes. So let's talk about the environment, a vegetable-based, plant-based diet in the environment. I started as a vegetarian, then I transitioned to vegan, and then I transitioned to raw food vegan, which is where I am right now. And that transition took me many, many years. And I actually watched one of Dr. Clapper's videos maybe 18 years ago, which really inspired me and gave me the tools to go vegan. So thank you for that. But the environmental side is something that I came into after the health side. And most people, I think, maybe come from the ethical side or the environmental side, and then they say, let's change the diet to fit the ethics. Let's talk about that. I mean, where does it come from, and also, like, what kind of impact can we have on the earth from a plant-based?
So I just had two facts to say, as I'm sure many of the other panelists will fill in the rest. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations says that animal foods contribute 18% of gases that contribute to climate change. Other estimates are much higher than that, but the minimum is 18%. And in 2008, Carnegie Mellon researchers found that eating local red meat was more resource intensive than transporting plant foods long distances. So that's a comparison of between animal and plant foods.
The environmental impacts of GMOs can be unrecallable. The genes that we've released already into the environment can outlast the effects of global warming and nuclear waste. The Roundup that we pour in large quantities on the Roundup-ready crops, they can damage positive soil microorganisms, and they can reduce the ability of plants to use nutrients. They then allow livestock to be eating the now deprived nutrient plants, and the animals then also get sick because of the high concentrations of Roundup. The Bt toxin, which is produced from corn and cotton plants, is designed to kill certain insects. It can also kill non-target insects, get washed into streams, and negatively impact the ecosystem. So we have a perfect storm of destruction, death, and despair, which we will get rid of soon.
When it comes to the environment, pick an aspect, and our flesh consumption is involved in it somewhere along the line. If you're talking about deforestation or soil erosion, water pollution, water depletion, global warming, our flesh-based addiction is driving all of that. And I see the statistics that animal agriculture puts more greenhouse gases in the air than transportation. But it's beyond that. What are those trucks carrying? How much of those trucks on the road these days are carrying fuel for irrigation pumps, for fertilizers, for the meat, all the energy that's burned to run everything from irrigation pumps, slaughterhouses, etc. The flesh-based juggernaut is driving so many of these statistics that plant-based diet really is the only sane way that we're going to be surviving on this planet. So the sooner we do that, the sooner we've got to hope for a future for our kids.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's no question a plant-based diet is the best solution and really the only saving grace for the planet. For the planet itself, because of climate change and the greenhouse gases, for the people on the planet, for the animals on the planet, and we could feed the world if we converted the croplands that we are now using to feed animals and animal agriculture. If we converted that to human food, we could solve world hunger. I mean, it really is the total solution.
Yeah, I come from my restaurant. Which ties into, we try to keep it local as possible, and keep it sustainable, organic, and I just encourage all you guys to do the same.
Okay, so final thoughts from the panelists before we open it up for a couple questions. Maybe just anything that you wanted to say that we've missed, and also your websites on how people can find you guys and if they want to dig deeper with you guys.